Hello everyone, Joe Morton here for this edition of Positive In, a YouTube channel dedicated to putting positive in on a daily basis so that positive can flow out every single day in all the roles that we play in society. So I was inspired by a friend of mine. She put a message on Facebook and she's talking, and I'll just read this message where she says, so I'm driving back from this appointment this morning at a little after 7 a.m. She took someone to work. And there I am letting my mind go like an untamed horse. Okay, this happens. We all know that this happens. We all go through the same moment. We start to let our mind wander and find negativity is what she's saying. I'm doing all this crazy talk in my head and I turn on the radio to try to distract myself. When I turn it to the Soul Sunday with Oprah, she is telling a story of how she was so upset one day over things that were being said about her in the tabloids. She was complaining to Maya Angelou. And in the middle of her sob story, Maya interrupted her and says, stop right there and say thank you. Oprah says, what do you mean? How can I say thank you for this? What they are saying is not true. Maya repeats, stop and say thank you. Oprah went on to elaborate on Maya's explanation of why to say thank you in the middle of challenging moments. And then she says, I didn't even actually listen to the rest of it. I was too busy repeating thank you over and over and over, feeling the undeniable peace that came with it. So, thank you to my good friend who put that on Facebook and inspired me for this particular edition of Positive In to say thank you. So is adversity good or is adversity bad? You know, I love this saying. We've heard this before. It's Anthony DeMello, I believe it is. And I saw it on someone's t-shirt the other day. We've seen this saying in different forms or another all over in different books and so forth. Pain and challenges are inevitable. Suffering is optional. Pain and challenges are inevitable. Suffering is optional. I want you to think about that for a moment. Nobody is immune. Nobody is going to get through this life without pain, without suffering, without challenges, without trials, without tribulations. We're all going to go through it. That in and of itself, number one, gives me some comfort to know that I'm not alone. You're not alone. I've mentioned this before in other episodes, but keep that in mind. And what if we did what Maya tells Oprah to do and what Oprah then continues to do in her life? Say thank you. Say thank you. Think about this. Joseph Campbell says this. Ooh, I love this. Listen. Opportunities to find deeper powers within us come when life seems most challenging. Is that possibly what she's talking about? That those deep moments, those tough moments, those moments when we seem so alone are the ones where we find our lives. And we understand who we are. Crisis, think about this. Crisis in the Chinese language is made up by two words, danger and opportunity. Is this also what she's talking about? Thank you. Just say thank you. Because there is danger. Yes, a crisis, a trial, a tribulation says, yes, there is some danger. Yes, I'm not saying be not mindful of that. I'm not saying just say, no, I don't see this as happening in life. No, I'm saying that there, like the Chinese say, danger and opportunity within the same word, crisis. Now in a movie, this great documentary that's out there, you can find it on Netflix. It's called Happy. It's just about happy people and what make people happy. One of the statements in there says people are happier when they respond positively or constructively, I guess you can say, to adversity. It's true, there's something happens. And in the Bible, it's a beautiful verse from 2 Corinthians 12, 9 and 10. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions. For when I am weak, then I am strong. I believe, folks, that it's just part of life. It's part of life. This beautiful, by the Dalai Lama, he writes this book. It's called The Art of Happiness. And he talks about how we tend to try to nitpick and figure out exactly why and understand what's causing all of our pain and suffering in our life, and we have to fix it all. And yes, to a certain extent that's true. However, have you ever stopped to just step back and say, this is meant, that life is not meant to be easy. It's meant to have challenges. And to accept what we're going through and learn and grow from it. I believe that's what Maya was talking about with Oprah. Just say thank you. There is a peace that comes with it. There is a beautiful peace, and it's liberating to just say thank you. I'm not saying it's always that easy, but in many cases it is. This is Joe Morton for this edition of Positive In. Is adversity good or bad? I propose to you that there are blessings in our lives, and we need to say thank you for all that we go through in life. Make it a great day.